Hello everybody, this is TinBoy752, aka the player who wants to S-rank Yume no Ippo expert so hard in Love Live All-Stars. Now I'll be doing my card breakdown featuring the Luminous Night set from the item exchange event, White City Light. The scouting banner is available until December 14 afternoon. I will start off with basic info, my thoughts on the cards, and then the verdict. Silent Night, Holy Night. With Luminous Night Rina being an elegant SP card, her base stats will start up at 70-30 base appeal, 36.99 base stamina, 77.77 base technique with 38.33% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 12,596 base appeal, 6,630 base stamina, 13,922 base technique with 57.76% critical rate. Rina's skill is SP voltage buffer, increasing voltage gain by 30 to 32% of her appeal for the next SP burst at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting her stamina by increasing base appeal by 5 to 7%. Her active ability is SP Fill, filling SP gauge by 5% of her appeal when an appeal chance starts at 30% chance. This Christmas, Rina has decided to give us another SP voltage buffer. As far as stats go, Rina is choosing the critical sense route, so her technique is the highest. But the difference between technique and appeal are not that far, despite stamina stats being half of its amount. Nonetheless, the critical rate should be able to keep her afloat in critical ACs. I do not like that SP voltage buffer focused on appeal stat instead of technique, so upon scouting her, I recommend putting in Appeal Plus insights to improve her skill. She is geared towards Appeal Plus, so frontline cards, so her Appeal Plus benefits same strategy. Her SP fill ability gains 5% of her appeal on an AC start at 30% chance. I'd say it's based on luck if you want to get a head start on the next voltage or SP voltage AC. I wish I could love this angel more and her new UR, but her SP voltage buffer skill is just not focusing on the strongest stats, let alone putting in free appeal insight skills. This is what she looks like in costume preview. I guess Rina is placing in Christmas decorations around her skirt. That's pretty nice, pretty festive touch to the Christmas set. She also has her Rina board designed to match the color of the dress, especially it still has a flower pattern. She also has a star. She also has a Christmas star above her head as a hair accessory, as well as Christmas balls. We also see that in the skirt. So I do say it's a festive gift for her, especially if anyone is going to scout her. Pretty have dark colors, but at least it's not that dark. It's about around indigo and magenta colors. Pretty good for her. She also has a gradient hair color, so pretty nice touch to a festive costume Rina. Play the bells with Luminous Night Yo. Being a full voltage card, her base stats will start off at 7777 base appeal, 36.99 base stamina, 70-30 base technique with 21.909% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 13,922 base appeal, 6,630 base stamina, 12,596 base technique with 37.78% critical rate. Your skill is Voltage Gain Buffer, increasing voltage gain by 6 to 7.2% for 5 nodes, affecting cool cards at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting cool cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%. Her active ability is Voltage Gain, gaining voltage by 10.5% of her appeal on appeal chance success. I consider this UR an aqua competitor to Jade Color Reparations Nico. The stat distribution is a mirror to Luminous Night Rina. Her appeal has more value than technique, and even without critical potential, she could score high in Cool Song. Her skill is Voltage Gain Buffer. This may not help in advanced songs because your team is limited to 50 to 61k voltage cap. Her usage goes towards Expert or Challenge songs. She can be backline as Appeal Plus helps out other cool cards. Her active ability is Voltage Gain on Appeal Chance Success. This can be elevated further with Voltage Gain Buffer, but it is a small difference. Similar cards like Jade Nico, Mystic Fairy Ayumu, and Harvest Moon Rabbit Shizuku also have this active ability. I have those cards, and trust me, getting this dual card is like getting a slightly beefed up version of them and swapping Smile or Fear for a full attribute. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, your costume is pretty much the same as Rina. Well, the placement of decorations, except she has different colors right now. Pink and festive green. Rina has about indigo and magenta as her color palette. You'll also copy Rina's decoration placement above the side of her hair. But it changes this time that instead of going her hair down, she decides to tie both sides of her hair with dongos. It's similar to a few costumes that she had before, but this time, she has 2 layers of her skirt alongside wearing suspenders. Other than that, I guess this is a beautiful Christmas costume for Yule. Kind of stands out in contrast to her, standard blue color palette, I'd say this. Discounting SR for this banner is Water Blue Kanan. Being an active SP card, her base stats will start off at 40-54 base appeal, 30-95 base stamina, 47-67 base technique with 29.30% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 68-99 base appeal, 52-76 base stamina, 81-19 base technique with 39.35% critical rate. Kanan's skill is SP Fill, filling SP gauge by 5-7%. Her active passive ability is Technique Plus, affecting herself by increasing base technique by 5-7%. Her active ability is Technique-based healing, restoring stamina by 6% of her technique on SP burst at 50% chance. I guess our Meta Queen SR card this time focuses on SP Fill and Heal. It's rare to see another SR card with this skill set. I can see that she can excel well in healing over SP Fill because Technique is her strongest stat. You have a mix of both worlds, but if you were to use her in SPL, it would be your good bet to use her for SP skill awards until you have a UR replacement. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Kind of resembling that she has 2 sides now. The lighter one, which is less sleeve. The other one was the darker feather one, which is the long sleeve. I'd say for the 3rd years, I do like this costume amongst the other Aqua costumes, not gonna lie. We also have Center Chica, but for now, for the 3rd years, I do like this variant for Water Blue New World set, and I'm pretty proud for this girl to have 2 sides of her persona reflected on this costume. Our Christmas spirit has gifted us another skill-cheesing UR that is Luminous Knight Hanayo. Being a natural skill card, her base stats will start off at 6,270 base appeal, 2,970 base stamina, 6,415 base technique with 34.24% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 11,220 base appeal, 5,328 base stamina, 11,498 base technique with 49.49% critical rate. What is up with those numbers? Hanayo's skill is voltage gain, gaining voltage by 40-52% of her appeal at 11% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting natural cards by increasing base appeal by 4-5.2%. Her active ability is Skill Activation Rate Buffer, increasing skill activation rate by 10%, affecting herself during appeal chances. Hanayo's Christmas UR is going for critical potential as usual for skill scorers. She is close to being perfect for 34% critical rate in base limits and 49.5% for max limit. Our favorite rice-eating girl ate a bit much on white rice to beef up her voltage gain skill at a cost of getting 11% skill rate. There is an upside later on her active ability. As for the usual on other event URs, her Appeal Plus affects natural cards, no need to use her all the time. Her active ability allows her to increase her skill rate by 10%, giving a temporary skill rate of 21% during a piece. It is a moderate boost, but using her for voltage gain is way far away from other UR voltage gainers with a normal 33% rate. So putting in music keychains would be your best bet. I'd say how did they How do they treat this girl like as if she's like a descendant as extra in the Muse group? This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, her costume is now imitating Yo. Now, Rina, out of all the three, Rina has the unique design, but Hanayo goes for the brighter approach with white, white areas alongside having, I guess, very good light colored purple and light colored blue, teal and turquoise. This time she has different ribbons and also have different colored Christmas balls, Christmas decorations, ornaments, you name it. Out of all the three, they do have earrings, but out of all the three, Hanayo's earrings, I think they're the best for this set. Even though she will not have a very good event QR, I think she's a very good one if you want to experiment her skill activation rate buffer. So why the heck not? Go get this girl's costume if you want to. The first event SR is LLL Kanata. Being a Smile Guard card, her base stats will start off at 2,938 base appeal, 4,053 base stamina, 3,135 base technique with 9.4 critical rate. Her fifth limit stats will end up at 4,998 base appeal, 6,895 base stamina, 5,341 base technique with 16.02% critical rate. Kanata's skill is shielding, gaining shield by 15 to 27% of her stamina. Her passive ability is Stamina Plus, affecting third gears by increasing base stamina by 2 to 3.2%. Her active ability is also shielding, gaining shield by 13.2% of her stamina when taking damage at a below 80% and activating only once per live show. Kanata is sleeping over the critical potential because Caleb forgot to put her additional critical rate. Perhaps this does not apply as event UR or probably guard type. All around shielding, but I do say she is encouraging her fellow third gears with Stamina Plus passive. Her shielding ability may not help much as she throws it once your team's stamina reaches below 18 during the live show. Costume collection. This is what she looks like in costume preview. I guess long sleeves. I think this is similar to Rina and Mia earlier. I forgot to recall if LLL Emma has one, but I do love the design though. The back of her hair this time is, right attached with a yellow ribbon. Wait, does this hint that she would like to follow Shizuku's footsteps in her fashion sense? Anyway, I do like this variation. We have yet to see other characters. We only have like 3 characters more till we get to the end of the SR set, but correct me if I'm wrong. The second event SR is Mogyuto Nico. Being a pure skill card, her base stats will start off at 3,344 base appeal, 3,032 base stamina, 3,750 base technique with 26.25% critical rate. Her fifth limit stats will end up at 5,687 base appeal, 5,171 base stamina, 6,376 base technique with 34.12% critical rate. Nico's skill is technique-based healing, restores stamina by 15 to 27% of her technique. Her passive ability is Technique Plus, affecting herself by increasing base technique by 5 to 7%. Her active ability is Skill Activation Rate Buffer, increasing skill activation rate by 8% for 10 notes on strategy switch at 30% chance. Nico's SR in this set focuses on technique healing. You can utilize her type to switch out faster than guard type healers. Unlike Kanata, she has critical potential. As I said before, she heals through technique stats. Her passive benefits herself, so this allows her to power up her skill in return. You can use her in your next SBL session thanks to your skill activation rate buffer ability, activating on strategy switch. Very good utility card. This is what she looks like in costume preview, and to distinguish amongst the rest of the Muse, other than the washboard flat, she also has like very cute bunny ears that attaches both of her twin tails. Actually, when I first saw Mogyuto music video, I initially thought she has, bunny ears for her hair bows. Well, turns out it's shaped like one because of the hair bow set. But anyway, emphasize about that. Very good design. How it replicates well from Well, how it modernizes from the original music video to All Stars Incarnation is this is likely like the most drastic change from the classic Nico to the modern Nico that we know, well, anime style Nico that is. I say it's a great, I guess it's a good improvement from the original, but I don't know. Maybe I do like the original one over the anime Nico wearing Mogutsu costume. Is Kayla putting in 7777 on either appeal or technique on the new card? This is not the first time they did it. Rina could have been a great SP voltage buffer, but her skill focuses on appeal, which is her second strongest stat. So it's a pass unless you would need her SP fill. Yo brings back the voltage gain buffer / voltage gain skill set since Steampunk Adventure Setsuna, which was close to 9 freaking months. Hanayo is unfortunately a case of getting into the 11% skill rate for her skill on cards, unless the skill activation rate buffer could have been better, but she ended up only getting about a fifth of the actual rate. As for the SRs, Kanan steps in SB fill / heal skill sets, which is only good for SB skill cheesing. Kanata sleeps out shielding without critical sense. Nico is the only good SR to get, as her technique stat is well utilized for the next SBL session with recovery and skill awards. That's all for this video. If you like what you hear, give it a like and comment, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for notifications. I am streaming games 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube at 21PHD. I'm also on Twitch and Emulator Arcade at an irregular basis. Links to my socials are in the video description below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! See you soon!